Savannah, what does it mean to you to be a first-generation college student here at the University of Mississippi?
Well, to me, to be a first-gen student is so important because being a first-gen, I'm one of the first in my family to get where I am, and it opens the door to a lot of opportunities. And I've also been able to obtain internships that I never thought I'd be able to get if I didn't
That's huge.
take that big step to go to college.
I feel the same way. I mean, I know for me, I grew up not fully understanding all the sacrifices that my mom had to make in order for me to be in the position to be the first. It made so much sense to stay here and to go to the University of Mississippi just because of how affordable it was, how there were so many small programs available that made it feel like I was genuinely seen and heard as a student. But also the whole idea that I could find my place here while still being able to support my mom, while still being able to get a high caliber education, and being able to excel in places where ultimately down my career I could make an impact.
I guess for me, the main reason I chose of all places, besides the distance, I come from a college town, from Hattiesburg, so University of Southern Miss is there. Admittedly, I like the distance. It helped me to grow as a person, find my independence, because I come from a large family of 7 siblings, so it's a bit crowded at home. But also the opportunities for scholarships and grants that have been given to me coming to Ole Miss has not having me worrying about debt. I don't have to worry about debt. Everything is taken care of. Being able to come here has helped me, as you mentioned earlier, mentor other kids. I work with the College of Liberal Arts as an ambassador for the biology department. So I'm able to advise kids who are pursuing my major about the ins and outs, the ups and downs, and how to get through them. Especially it's close to my heart, the people of color here at UM, because it is coming to a PWI as a person of color is a whole new world metaphorically. So being able to mentor them and help them navigate through difficulties they may have is very, very near and dear to me.
For me, it was the most special opportunity to stay in state because that meant that I could get grants and financial aid that wasn't available in other places. All of those pieces together made it to where I'm also in the very fortunate position of not having to pay for college. And that made it to where I felt the most seen, the most empowered to actually take new steps and to find myself in a way that I hadn't before in high school, where honestly, I felt very insecure. I didn't like learning. I've only learned to like school because I went here.
I've tried for the mentors that I come in contact with, mostly freshmen who are STEM majors, I try to recommend them to reach outside of their comfort zone, because one thing being here through the Image program, I've been able to get a mentorship with UC Davis in toxicology, and it was very much helpful. I never thought I'd be interested in toxicology, but I'm considering a career in that.
That's really cool.
It's pre-med was my whole big thing. So, but I had to get outside my comfort zone. I'm so used to my little box of what I know and avoid what I don't know, but reaching outside that, UM has allowed me to reach outside that and expand my opportunities. But First Gen Network, I can also speak on that. It's been great, the camaraderie, the resources. It's been truly a blessing. Getting through my college career would have been probably nigh impossible without the people that I met, including Andy, one of the greatest people that I've ever met here.
I used to not like school. I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I was the kind of person who would want to raise their hand in class or even contemplate the idea of giving my all to my schoolwork. I remember my first semester of college, my first and second semester, I felt so nervous that I wasn't going to be able to find my place, but just getting to visit them with office hours and the fact that they genuinely carved out time out of their schedule to see who I was and kind of just see where I was at with thinking about my career and getting involved on campus, that's something that I'm never going to be able to repay.
I know many First Gen, they told me that they battle with imposter syndrome, especially coming here, and so many students will have all the opportunities, just oh, I did this and this, and I got to get this internship, and they're still a freshman. And it's just wow, did I really sign up for the right thing? Especially for me as an honors student, signing up and then seeing all these people doing all these things, and I'm just I'm so behind. What am I doing? I made a mistake. And just people like Ashleen have helped me through it. She was just you deserve to be here as much as everyone else does, and you've put the work in to earn the spot that you have now. So take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay.
One of the really sad things that a lot of first generation college students have to go through is the whole idea that if we don't get good support to go to college, then we just don't go. I think all first generation college students deserve it. They especially do it here, where there are substantial opportunities for financial aid, especially if you're from in-state.
I fully agree with that on the financial wise, like, because many of the places that apply to in-state and out-of-state, and it's like, it's so like it makes me so downtrodden, just like, because the amount of work that I put in high school, I'm not bragging on myself, but like staying up late nights, finishing essays,
Sure.
all the applications, and then ACT score, GPA, and
All
many
of
of them
it.
would just hand you, here's $1,000 and here's the subsidized loan thing. And I'm just like, it's heartbreaking. Just like,
Right.
wow. Just like, it feels like your work has been invalidated, but then UM was just like, don't worry, we got you. Everything's taken care of. And I'm just like, I'm grateful for that, because it's just, I don't have to worry about that. It's just not a thing that I have to
Right.
really worry about.
Savannah, thank you so much for your time. This has been such a wonderful conversation.
You're welcome, Andy.
And here's to a wonderful first generation student celebration week.